Coming to you from Tinker HQ in Indianapolis, Indiana, the Coffee Castle, if you will. It's the Psychic Derailleur podcast. And my guest today is, me. I'm always a little hesitant about doing these things by myself, but I had a thought pop into my head, and I just felt like I needed to try to get it out, and hopefully it resonates with some of you. So, I think about bicycles a lot, obviously, because it's what I do. My thoughts about bikes, just like my thoughts about a lot of things, tend to evolve, or they are evolving. But I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast last week. I'm sure some of you listen and or watch his podcast. It's quite large. But he was talking to Eric Weinstein. Weinstein like Einstein. And Eric has a new podcast called Portal, or The Portal, something about portals. And his position was that there are many stories I think mostly that we grow up with, that involve a portal of some sort, whether it's the looking glass or the rabbit hole, or he referenced, platform 9 3/4 in Harry Potter. And these are all devices that take you from, in some cases ordinary, and in other cases pretty bleak world, and transport you into something magical. And that got me to thinking about my bicycle. And I don't think it's a stretch. I think the bicycle can be viewed as a portal. One of the things that I've said is, for the longest time, is that riding a bicycle is one of the few things that we can do as an adult that we did as children, and not be kind of frowned upon. I didn't really state that correctly or too well, but I think you get my meaning. It's acceptable to ride a bike as an adult, but it's also something that children tend to do. The bicycle also tends to be the vehicle by which you first break the bonds of your street or your block or your neighborhood. So it is, I think, quite transformative in that way, and certainly it does. It gives you your first taste of freedom, because you're kind of out on your own. So that's it. I think about the fact that, when I'm on my bike, it can completely take me out of my head. And it doesn't need to be anything more than riding to work. So yeah, I think, the bicycle can be viewed, or should be viewed, as a portal in that way. And and this isn't any kind of groundbreaking, epiphany, but I think we've shoehorned the bicycle into this box of, it's either a toy for children, or it's something, by which you should be competing with, other people. And, I think it's, we struggle, we being people in the bike business, struggle to have bicycles viewed as, legitimate forms of transportation, and there's all kinds of reasons for that. But I think if we just change the way we think about the bicycle, maybe just a little bit, That'll help make those things happen. So that's really all there is. I don't know if you've got any thoughts about it. Feel free to, shoot me an email at info@thepsychicderailleur.com, or if you're watching on YouTube, put a comment down below. Thanks for listening. If you haven't, consider subscribing. Until next time, be nice, work hard, ride bikes, play music when you can. We'll see you next time.